Whether you're a coach, consultant, or freelancer, or just anyone offering a service-based business, in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of the creative and effective ways to market your business and also attract your ideal clients going forward. Before we jump into marketing tactics, it's important to define who is our ideal client. What are they? What do they actually look like? Which is all about thinking who your ideal audience that you want to service in your service-based business, and also where do they currently hang out. Hi, I'm Laurie. On this channel, I simplify online marketing and social media to help you level up your business and also your marketing strategy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. All right, let's get into it. Number one is to sell the transformation, not the process. When you're marketing a service-based business, it's important to make sure to focus on selling your customers on the transformation and changes they will experience versus the process itself of how to get there. So let's take web design, for example. Instead of just focusing on the technical aspect of web design and how the whole process will look like from start to finish, instead focusing on what the end result, the outcome will be for the client to actually experience. You can talk about how your web design will help to elevate their online presence, attract their ideal customers, and ultimately leading to more conversions and sales over time. Ultimately, think about how you can paint a picture and also tell a story behind how their business will thrive by using a much more user-friendly and also well-designed website. Because remember, at the end of the day, your potential clients are not really interested in the nitty-gritty behind, let's say, your web design process. What they're interested in is how your services will actually benefit them on a day-to-day basis in what they're currently working on. So when you're selling your web design business in this scenario, remember to focus on the end result and the transformation that waits for them when they finish this process with you. And this brings us to point number two, which is all about testimonials and referrals. I think any one of us probably experiences at one point when we're looking for another service-based professional, either let's say to fix our plumbing or maybe to do anything that's relating to our own needs, we typically look at reviews from others. And this is something I realized in myself too, is that whenever I look to hire someone for potential service of something, let's say even to fix our plumbing, I actually look at reviews from other happy customers that have left a review for that potential business, or maybe unhappy customers. And I personally believe happy clients are probably your best marketing assets. So make sure when you do finish a job on a potential service-based project to ask for the testimonial from that client, because this testimonial really can pave ways for many, many more potential sales and conversions of future clients as well. Because ultimately people trust the experience of others. And that's why websites like Trustpilot, for example, or Yelp over there in the US have done so well, because it allows others to see what existing customers are saying about that place. The same exact thing happens in service-based businesses. Let your happy clients do the talking for you online. So make sure to showcase their testimonials and reviews on your social media profiles as a social media post, and also over your website as well, to make sure others who are coming to your website can see all the testimonials there too. If you can, make sure to record a before and after, because these do really well because they actually showcase that in a very visual format and how they can ultimately achieve that same result that your previous happy client have also achieved as well. If you watch the channel for some time, then you know that I'm a huge data nerd. And the reason why I love digital marketing is because of all the data and insights that we get on the back of it. This is the reason why I love the AI tool Anyword. It's advanced AI built for generative results in marketing, not just a typical AI content generator that you get anywhere else. My favorite part is that Anyword takes into account your brand voice, follow your brand rules to embody the right tone of voice to speak to the right audience. Then combining that with Anyword's own AI based on billions of marketing assets, creating content such as sales page copy and social media posts and many more, using performance scoring and analytics, which on average results in 30% more in conversions. And this is something I've been trying recently, which is the Anyword Chrome extension. So you can now take the power of Anyword with you to ChatGPT, to Canva, and Notion AI using the Anyword Chrome extension. You can try it for yourself with the code Laurie20 to get 20% off Anyword pay plans. I can't wait to see what you can create. Thanks to Anyword for sponsoring this video. Now, the next tip is to think about how you can leverage content as a way to become your inbound marketing machine for all the individuals looking to inquire about your services. I did this very earlier on in my business building journey because I believe in the power of content. So think of content marketing as a way to drive free traffic into your website and also your social media profiles. So think about some of the key topics and questions that people might have by doing some research behind the scenes. So places like, for example, answerthepublic.com is really useful for this, and also looking at Google frequently asked questions on your specific industry, topic, or niche. Then creating content around these frequently asked questions, for example, either as blog posts on your website, or maybe as videos on YouTube here, or maybe even starting a podcast to answer some of these questions that your audiences are asking around the internet. So when your audiences are researching on the answers to their questions, they will come across your content, and also they will come across your brand as a result of that. And when you share your knowledge, your tips, your insights regularly with your industry, that's where you build that like, know, and trust factor over time. And ultimately, people do business with those they trust, right? So in a way, by doing this, you're nurturing your audiences slowly and surely. So when they do require your services in the long term, they will think about you as the front of mind versus all your other competitors out there who are not currently doing the same thing. And you can use the content repurposing strategy here to help you save time and money and be able to show up everywhere at once online. Tip number 4 is when you currently have an audience that's completely cold, doesn't know who your brand is, how do you actually convert them ultimately into a loyal customer? Well, the best way to do this is to think about the whole concept of a marketing funnel. So let me use an example here of a Facebook advertising campaign. Let's say someone currently is scrolling through their Facebook feed. And again, they're coming across your brand very much in the first time. They don't know who you are. But imagine this ad is selling to that audience straight away by saying, buy my services. Usually that means the conversion on these ads are very low, even to non-existent. And the reason for this is because ultimately, people are not interested in buying from someone they don't know. And that's why if you can actually take your audiences slowly over time with maybe seeing more of your content, more of your helpful value that you're giving them on an ongoing basis, then ultimately when you do have something to sell, you can then sell to a much warmer audience who now knows about you and your brand. And that leads to a much higher conversion over time on your service-based business as well. So a really great way to do this is not only leveraging content, but also leveraging email marketing to help nurture that audience. So perhaps have an email newsletter currently going out to your email subscribers who are getting regular value in their inboxes too. You can invite your social media following to be part of your email newsletter by offering an enticing freebie or some kind of download. I actually talk a lot about this in building your email list with social media. You can check it out here as well. Now the last tip is actually something that a lot of businesses overlook, is the power of SEO, so search engine optimization in your business. Especially with service-based businesses, I find that typically when people are searching on, let's say, search engines like Google or other places, their intent to purchase from an existing business is very high. So that means that people searching for you online could be a huge source of your incoming leads. Make sure your website is optimized with the best keywords describing what your business is and also the service that you're currently offering. You also want to set up a Google My Business profile, so that way you're listed locally of people who are looking for your services in your local areas. But once you do create one, make sure to manage it actively. So ask clients to submit reviews, put up photos about your business. So therefore, when people go into your Google My Business profile, it's up to date. It looks like you're currently still operating and also having rave reviews across the board. This will also help you build visibility in your local search results as well when people are looking for services like yours. If you want more tips in SEO in general and also how to rank on the first page of Google, make sure to check out this video here as well. So remember, the key to marketing a service-based business over time is all about building connections with your audiences online, ultimately selling the transformation rather than the process itself so they can actually visualize the key result that they can achieve, and ultimately using tools like success stories, testimonials from existing clients to help you sell further with future clients as well. So I can't wait to see what you can do by marketing your services online. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share with a friend who might also need this. Remember, you have a unique talent and service that only you can provide. So go ahead and try some of these strategies in marketing your service-based business going forward. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Let me know in the comments below what kind of service are you currently offering in your business and also how you're looking to leverage some of these tips going forward. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.